Rules are meant to be broken, and deep down you wanna be the one to break them. Fair fights? Unnecessary risk? Front doors? Overrated. Property ownership? An entirely imaginary concept. If this hits a little too close to home, congratulations! You think like a rogue. Let's paint some pictures. You could be a professional dungeon crawler, honoring the original concept from this class. You could be a prodigal kid, too clever for its own good. Or maybe you're just an old lady, knitting in the corner of a tavern, who also happens to be a retired royal spy. All of those characters work. All of them feels like a rogue. The common ground is never asking for permission. And most of the time, by the time anyone notices, they are already gone and the damage is done. And if you're lucky, this damage is not in your skin. And that's what the Rogue class in Daggerheart is all about. By the end of this video, you know how to build, play and abuse the Rogue toolkit like a pro. You visualize how to use every feature to stay 3 steps ahead of your GM and look cool while doing it. I've been a game master for 2 decades, when I still called it a dungeonmaster. Rogues already destroyed my encounters and saved my campaign multiple times. And I have spent an unhealthy amount of hours breaking down Daggerheart, so I can attest for this version of this class. So, shall we? I'm Babu, and today we're talking about the Rogue, the most unpredictable and dangerously smart class in Daggerheart. Okay, first off, let's take the cliché out of the way. You don't have to be the edgy orphan loner that doesn't know how to be loved. That's one flavor of rogue, sure, but not the only one. A rogue is anyone who plays smart. Anyone that looks into a locked door and knows keys are optional. Actually, that's it. This class is all about options. They start with evasion 12, which is the highest of the game tied with ranger. Your starting hit points are 6. Right in the middle, the range goes between 5 and 7. Now for the skills. Your hope feature is Rogue's Dodge. For 3 hope you get a +2 to your evasion until you take a hit or the next rest, whatever comes first. It's highly efficient, and if you time it right, you're actually untouchable. I had Rogues staying pristine for 3 consecutive fights because of this. I was straight up irritated, so that means this works. Now you get 2 class features that makes the Rogue dangerous. The first is the cloaked condition. While you're hiding and unmoving, you're basically invisible, even if someone walks behind your cover. That means you can do nasty things like set ambushes, sneak past guards, or simply disappearing in the middle of a fight. Second one is the sneak attack. You know it, you love it, it's the rogue signature attack. If you attack while cloaked, or when an ally is in melee range with an adversary, effectively distracting them, you do considerably extra damage. That's not just numbers, those are style points. You hit harder because you're smart enough to pick your moments, and that's what makes the rogue satisfying. Your winnings feels earned. Okay, the rogue subclasses are quite diverse between them. Remember, you start with the foundation card, then you can upgrade to the specialization and the mastery cards afterwards. Let's go through both subclasses and I'll tell you which one fits with each kind of player. Nightwalker is for the ones who loves infiltration, edgy stuff, and saying I disappear every single turn. You are the night, you are the shadow, and your GM hates you in the best possible way. The foundation Shadow Stepper allows you to mark a stress and teleport between shadows. Enter in one, come out in another. Simple, elegant, effective. Oh, and you also reappear cloaked. So it's perfect for nasty surprise attacks or quick escapes. We're talking about you disappearing mid-fight and appearing behind enemy lines. Your specialization gives you 2 features. For Dark Cloud you create a black mist. Now, bear with me. Anyone inside of it can see other people inside of it, but they cannot see anyone outside of it. And anyone outside of it cannot see anyone inside of it. It's like they are in a different room altogether. And yeah, that includes you. Which is kinda lame. It's not a combat skill, it's for utility. You can use for cover, confusion, distraction, or just privacy. Now, adrenaline means you hit hard when you're vulnerable, basically when an adversary triggers it or when you're out of stress points. It's meant to turn weakness into fuel. You are stronger when you're cornered. But I would call it high risk, mediocre reward? Yes, this specialization is underwhelming, but the mastery makes up for it. Alright, let's talk about the good stuff. Fleeting Shadow bumps up your evasion by 1 point and gives you some more range to your Shadow Stepper. And Vanishing Act, oh boy. You mark a stress, you're gone. Instant Cloak, right in front of everyone's eyes. Plus, it clears your restrained condition. Now you're literally uncatchable. Okay, let's flip the vibe. The Syndicate is not about stealth, it's about connections. You are an influent person. Like, I know a guy that knows a guy. If you love role-playing and world building, this subclass is for you. The foundation is called Well Connected. Whenever you arrive somewhere important, you know someone important there. You make up their name, describe how they can be useful for you guys, and pick an interesting twist for the card list. So you're not just a player, you're helping building the world. Your party reaches a new city. Boom, you know the mayor's assistant. You meet a desert caravan. Okay, you know the caravan leader. An underground cult. Oh, ain't that your sister? Oh, ain't that your aunt? Oh, ain't that your mother? The specialization is called Contacts Everywhere. Once per gameplay session, you can call one of your contacts and get a bonus. You can pick what they help you with: money, items, a buff to an action roll, or even help you with some damage. This is incredible for story-driven players. It's useful and narrative flavorful. And your mastery bumps that up even more. Now you can call your contacts 3 times per session and the benefits expand. Now they also can shield you from damage or help you with a presence roll. You have plot armor made of favors. Quite literally. This subclass is just so fun. You're literally changing how the world works. You're not sneaking into places anymore. You're walking through the front door because someone inside there owns you a favor. Okay, let's explore some ideas. Those are not builds, just some synergies that can inspire you while making your character. As we talked before, you have the most potential evasion from the core classes of Daggerheart. Now, if your fantasy is about sneaking behind people and stabbing them in the back, we have a lot of cards for that. And remember, you can use a ranged weapon if you want to go for that Skyrim build. With the Syndicate subclass and the Grace domain, you can go all in presence. How about setting the stage from the shadows so your party members can shine? And while you're into that, you can simply lend a helping hand. As a spy, you can be a master at entering at buildings and mines. Okay, now for the most powerful one. The biggest power fantasy of all, passive income. As a Syndicate master, you can get 3 handful of gold every single session without doing nothing. My guy, you just won capitalism! The Rogue's the class for people who don't walk into straight lines. You're a problem solver, a schemer, a thinker. You wanna look at chaos and go, yeah, I can work with that. That's what makes this class so satisfying. It rewards creativity. It celebrates bold moves. Rogues are the grease of the party engine. They keep things moving smoothly. They open doors, literal and narratively. And they deal damage when it matters. That's why every cohesive party needs one, just like the tank or the healer. And Darringtonpress added an interesting twist to the class, making the rogue a magical wielder. Both Midnight and Grace are spell domains. But if you don't like the idea of magic in your character, you can reflavor everything. Tech, trickery, or sheer skill will do the job. That's one of the best parts in Daggerheart, or any TTRPG for that matter. You can reflavor stuff. I hope I gave you some new ideas for your next character. If I did, drop a comment, tell me what kind of rogue you're building. And for now, thank you for your time. It's valuable and I appreciate it. Now don't get caught out there. And if you do, we never met.